Down the road from the Little Bennett Golf Course, where Lewisdale Road meets Price's Distillery Road, there's a view that makes you think you're on top of the world. This is home for Chester Leishear. It's also where you'll find his dairy farm, one of the few remaining dairy farms in the county. This farm not only raises cows for milking, but also grows grain to feed those cows. Dairy farming is extremely hard. They milk twice a day, 2 p.m. and 2 a.m. every day of the year. But Chester was used to hard work. He was born on a horse farm in Brookville. His father expected much of him. Chester remembers that there were only 2 times a year he was allowed to take a break from the farm work.
When the Ringling Brothers circus come to Washington and the rabbit hunting season come in, and we could have off a couple of days then, no other time. But birthdays, holidays, I didn't mean a thing. Birthdays, the old man thought you ought to do a little more that day because you're older.
In 1935, Chester married Ethel Vepp. For 5 years, they rented farmland in Brookville. But in 1940, they purchased 100 acres in Damascus. He remembers early farm life as very hard.
See, I never had a bathroom until I was 35. I call that hard. I bet there's nobody appreciates a bathroom any better than I do. And heat. Learn to live with it not raining and frost coming too early and stuff like that. Not raining's the worst thing. I could get in bad shape, mentally you might say, if it don't rain. But if it rains too much, people say, well, we should stop raining. I don't, I like to see it rain. As they go in here to be milked, these are lined up waiting their turn. See, these was all around in the barnyard. They keep feeding in. If you notice, it's a V here. I put that in there so they go on one side or the other side.
Chester and Ethel raised 3 children. Over the years, they were able to add to their land. Today, the Damascus farm consists of 500 acres. While no longer the newcomer, he remembers when he was.
I have had some good friends in the farm industry. The Glad Hills was machinery dealers and cow dealers, and they was kind of took me under wing. See, when I moved from, well, Brookville was my address, but it was between Brookville and Laytonsville. And this is on the second address I ever had. And of course, I was a new kid on the block, all these old families around here. But the ladies kind of took me under wing. They took my wife under wing. Girls would go shopping, they'd take her with them. And that was a big help to me. We milk 6 at a time. If we got units on 6, then it's going to turn these out and let 6 more coming in and then move those milkers back over here. And they're waiting to come in there, waiting their turn.
Chester is proud that he's been able to keep this farm in the family. Soon after his son Donnie left the Navy, the two went into business together. Over the years, they've won many awards in the industry.
Now the milk comes in through that glass pipe, goes in the stainless steel tank, and this tank is refrigerated. It stays in that till tomorrow morning. We put tomorrow morning's milk in with it, then the tractor and trailer come and takes it all the way every day.
The new millennium has brought much change for Chester. In December of 2000, his beloved wife passed away. Soon after, at age 86, he decided to retire. It turns out, however, you can't take the farm out of Chester.
Did you ever see a newborn colt just hit the ground? He has a time getting them legs on him. Once he gets them legs on him and finds his mother, I can say anything I want to, and finds his mother, he knows exactly where the titty is. And he just hit the ground a few minutes ago. He'll find it right away. And of course, she'll stand, put her foot back to encourage him, and things like that you can't buy. Hey there, girls, you got company? Want to get up, huh? Got company? Yeah, someone's outside. Now these have just been brought in from the cow last few days, and we have to feed them by hand. Then we get a little bigger, they can go in there up there and they feed, get grain. And then they get bigger, we go to another farm. They get a little bigger, they go to another farm where the bull stays. They stay with him until they get ready to come back in here and give milk.
Chester hasn't left his home on the hill. He probably never will. The dairy was his life for so many years. However, at age 87, he now spends more time with his friend Fran, enjoying retirement and watching his farm continue to thrive.